Hey everyone, welcome to Govinda's Garden. Thought I'd just make a little video showing you something I've been working on lately, which is this greenhouse here. This is the greenhouse from Harbor Freight. It's 10 by 12 feet. It's been a journey trying to get this thing set up, but it is currently fully assembled, and there are still some structural enhancements I want to do, and kind of, I guess you might call them upgrades or something. But here's a look at it. And yeah, one of the windows is actually out right now. I need to apply some silicone on there. It's kind of a known issue with this particular greenhouse that the window panels are not great. But overall, I'm really relieved that it is assembled, and looking forward to just being in here and growing stuff in here and helping and using it to help like extend the growing season. Yeah, one of the enhancements is applying some lubricant to the doorway, because these doors are pretty hard to open. But let's take a look inside. There's that window panel on the ground. It's noticeably warmer in here today, and I love just being in here. It's like private and bright, and yeah, I have some gravel around the perimeter here. Not sure what I'm gonna do with the surface of the floor. I might just leave it kind of with this mud or this clay. Yeah, I got this tamper from our local tool library to compress the ground down, and yeah, it's been a journey. Up here, you might see that up there I have a sensor. This is for temperature and humidity, and it's been interesting to compare that to the sensor outside, which is over here near our row of raspberries on this post. And then there's like an app on my phone. I can look at the temperature and humidity and set alerts and stuff like that. Here's a row of blueberries. Today's February 10th, and pretty excited for spring to come. In this bed I planted a bunch of garlic in the late fall, and you can see some of it is coming up. Yeah, so past few weeks I've been pretty occupied with putting together the greenhouse. There's the fruit orchard over here. It's still quite dormant. I'm over in western North Carolina, kind of near Asheville, and it's still pretty cold. Excuse the cardboard mess. That's the box that the greenhouse came in. But this is another project I was working on this winter. These we have these Birdie's raised beds, and we got attacked by caterpillars and white moths last season, so I wanted to create some protection and also use this for extending the season as well. So I found this great video from James Prigioni on how to build these hinged hoop houses that attach to the raised bed, but it's not actually attached, it's just using a brace back here. And these 2x4s are hammered into the ground, so it's pretty sturdy. We have the hinges here. This is a PVC hoop, and then I put a handle on, lift it up, and yeah, still a couple things to do with this project, but we got the frames down, and that was cool. So yeah, these have been kind of my two winter projects this season. Also doing some fig propagation. Speaking of that, let me just show you what's going on with the figs. So I have a whole bunch of figs in our crawl space down here. Lighting is going to be bad, but yeah, maybe you can see these potted figs. These have been down here since November. Some of them got some pretty bad frost damage. But most of them are still pretty healthy. I'm gonna have to do some pruning. Turn on this light. This one right here is already ready for spring. It's starting to leaf out. This is a Pastiliere. That was the first one to start breaking its dormancy. But yeah, have maybe 40 or so figs down here. And my plan is to take them out, and I want to clear this mound of dirt, flatten it out, and then lay some weed fabric over in this area, and we'll have like all the figs laid out here. This direction is south, so this is going to be a nice amount of sunlight for the figs. And then I want to do some very basic irrigation on them, so I don't have to do watering, although I'm not sure about that. I do like hand watering. But anyways, this will kind of be the potted fig orchard. And then back here I've kind of prepared some soil. This is actually one of the best areas as far as like soil quality on this in our yard, and I want to plant probably 6 or so fig trees in the ground in this area, and then kind of clean up this perimeter of the greenhouse. Maybe do some container plantings, maybe some strawberries or something. Yeah, that's a tentative plan. These guys are the in-ground figs that have been wrapped up since November-ish. Used some chicken wire and tied up the branches of the fig, wrapped it in burlap. I think it's doing pretty well. This one lost a lot of its leaves, but might be a little frost damage on there, but you know, we'll unwrap these probably in a month or so. There's some garlic. And yeah, kind of giving you a full tour. This whole perimeter here along the fence are muscadines and grapes. These are very young. I don't really expect any fruit this upcoming season, but hopefully in the next year. And then let's see what we have in the front yard. Over here we have some currants and a jostaberry, or a yostaberry, and currant here, which is starting to leaf out. This is great. These are from my friend in New Jersey. This one is what kind is this? A red lake currant. Good to see some signs of life there. These are unprotected though, so I am a little concerned about animals coming in and eating those, but that's all right. This is a persimmon tree. It's kind of a wild area where a lot of kudzu grows that I've been trying to clean up, but it's taking over this hillside here, and I'm just kind of letting it do its thing for the most part. It's a mulberry tree that grew a lot last season. I think we'll get some fruit from this year. Here's another fig. This is Chicago Hardy, I believe, and a bit of an experiment because I didn't do any protection on this, and it's been outside all winter. So I'm just gonna see what happens with that. All right, some signs of life on the elderberry. This tree came with the property. I might do some propagation on this. I heard elderberries are really easy to propagate. But yeah, a lot of leafing on that. Some lavender, butterfly bush. Here's a Fuyu persimmon. It's been in the ground for about a year. This is one more fig tree, Violet de Bordeaux. Again, an experiment with leaving it unprotected. Got this one at Lowe's, I think. 2 serviceberry trees. I call these the sisters. They're the first trees I planted on in this yard. And serviceberries or Juneberries are great and native to this area. And this is a Lee jujube tree that produced some fruit last year that was amazing, so looking forward to that. And here's some wood chips. Still have a good amount of wood chips. Man, I've gotten so many wood chips. Covered the entire fruit orchard over here as we head into the backyard. But yeah, persimmons, gummy berries, currants, a little blueberry circle here. We have Asian pears, honey berries, a comfrey patch back there, European pears. There's some more currants, jostaberry over there, plums, got a couple Japanese plums, some apple trees, various perennial plants. I want to do more companion planting, some more guild building, some more flowers out here in the orchard. There's a cherry tree, some lavender down there, and all of this is covered in wood chips, and underneath the wood chips is cardboard, which you can see here. I need to add more wood chips, but essentially this entire area was covered, pretty much every square inch, with cardboard. Got that from like various recycling centers and recycling dumpsters and stuff. And then wood chips, mostly arborist wood chips, using chip drop, trying to connect with tree companies around, making a lot of phone calls. And it was a lot of work, a lot of labor doing. I used that cart over there to take a load of wood chips, one cart at a time, and spread them out. And yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be a lot, well, it's definitely going to be a lot less mowing this year, and we'll hopefully create some really good soil over the next few years as these wood chips break down, and like the fungus creates a network and we get a lot of vitality out here in the orchard. Right here we're in the pawpaw section where we have probably 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pawpaws over here that are going to take some years to mature to a point where they're going to grow fruit. But this is going to be an epic pawpaw grove, and above it is this wild cherry tree. I think one of these trees might be a poplar. Gives a little bit of shade for the young pawpaws, which is not bad. And I have a whole bunch of like wild onions here. I like to pluck some of these and chew on them. But yeah, back to the greenhouse. Want to clear out this dirt, create a fig orchard for this late spring and summer. Got a lot of figs propagating inside. More projects going on. But hope you like this video. It's kind of raw. I'm not even going to edit this, just going to share. And if you like this video, if you like this more raw vlog style, let me know, because these are way easier to make than other videos. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time. Peace.